individuals with military-style assault rifles in an armored car. That's why the police need armored vehicles and high-power rifles.
Tom, I know a lot of people are sitting here at home, and it was one of the first things Victor and I talked about this morning. How does one obtain an armored vehicle?
Well, there's many ways. I mean, you have all of these various companies that go to businesses and pick up their cash to take for cash deposit. You know, many of the well-known companies that do that service. So they could have stolen one. They could have gotten you know, the assistance of one of their friends that drives for one of those companies, able to get a hold of it. You have a lot of other private vehicles that are up-armored and purchased by corporate executives or other government agencies, in many cases to be used overseas, but in some cases here. So it's not impossible to get their hands on an armored vehicle. And of course we have 300 million guns in this country. Mm-hmm. We don't outlaw assault rifles. We don't outlaw ballistic body armor for a common citizen. And we don't outlaw armor-piercing shells in the hands of our public. So we have the most militarized public in the world, and then we question why the police need military equipment to go up against that.
So Tom, real quickly, if we can put those pictures back up, and I retweeted them on my account as well at Twitter, but the pictures from the police department of the shattered windows there, when you look at all of the bullet holes, and I should point out, I wanted to get this in there too, Tom, as you were mentioning 911 calls, they did also tweet out that they're holding officers from deep night shifts to work on getting caught up on the 911 calls that are coming in. But when you look at these pictures, is it capable, you think one person could pull this off, or do you think there are multiple people?
It looks like multiple people, but with assault rifles, one person could. They can fire at a very high rate of speed. With a semi-automatic assault rifle or even an automatic. So, but hearing the sound from the videos you've played earlier, it does sound like multiple weapons being fired, that there's a lot of bullets being fired in a short period of time.
But certainly some of those could have been the police firing back, yes?
I don't know if at this time the police were immediately firing back. We don't know the timing of the video clip that you played. So that's true. It could be the police shooting back. We just don't know that at this point. I would say that if the police on the street encountered this individual or group of individuals, they would have been severely outgunned going up against assault rifles in an armored vehicle in a squad car with their handguns.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It does take a boldness to go to a police department.
This could have been worse. You know, they could have picked a time at shift change where there's, you know, 50 to 100 police officers out in the parking lot bringing in vehicles, getting in their vehicles to go home. I mean, this could have been a slaughter, much worse than what's happened right now.
But if that is the intent to inflict harm in a huge way, they've got armored vehicle packages with explosives. Why choose 1230 local?
Good question. Maybe the fact that fewer people would be out and about and they would be able to deliver these packages and put them under police vehicles in the lot or in front of a police station or other places. It may just be that, you know, there's less people out at that time of night.
All right, Tom Fuentes, Cedric Alexander, both CNN law enforcement analysts, thank you so much. Also, thanks to Tristan Hallman, reporter for the Dallas Morning